Hey, hello. It's your high priestess, your sister witch Kathy, talking to you all from the darkness tonight. I'm only going to be on here for about 30 minutes, but I was wanting to touch up on a few things and also connect to a couple of people in my chat. And I wanted to let you all know what's going on for those of you who are getting work done with me and everything. I'll be working on your situation tonight. I'm here in my altar room, and a lot of you all will also be getting your pictures and everything that you had requested. You'll be getting it by July the 8th. And yes, that is the date of the full moon. Just wanted to make sure July the 8th, 9th, in between that time, depending on where you are in the world. So I wanted to touch on that. And there was also a few other things that I wanted to touch on. I wanted to let you all know, of course, for those of you know me, I have been, practicing on my singing, using my craft to just be a better singer and everything like that. And it's been working out great. For those of you that know me, my mother, and, she was a talented singer, entertainer, dancer, all of that. She had all of those gifts. And that was something that I really didn't have. I had maybe a little bit of it, but I really didn't really have it. I was always like along the lines of, you know, mentorship with my grandmother, and, how she would, prophesy to people and, help people and different things like that. I was like, right behind her in learning how she did things. She taught me because, she would always say, you're going to do this as well. So you need to know what I know, Kathy. And even as I got older, after she had passed on, there was other, ministers and things like that would say like my grandmother's mantle had fell upon me. And so, I would do a lot of the things that she did, and my grandmother, she did a lot of weddings, for those of you that know me, she did a lot of funerals and things like that. So, I can tell you guys so much stuff about, the funerals and stuff like that I've been to, and all of the different types of cemeteries when I was a little girl. That's why that's why I'm just connected with the dead. It's like, it's not like I couldn't just tell them I wouldn't want anything to do with you. I couldn't tell the spirits I wouldn't want anything to do with you. It's just something that was instilled upon me. And growing up in the South and different things like that, as I was saying earlier, you just didn't come out and call yourself just like a witch back then, especially if you were a Black person or a person of color. Um, as far as like the white people and the Caucasians go, I don't think that they did like the whole European Beltane summer solstice. I don't think that they did all of that here in the United States back then in the South. That was like a European thing. So, yeah, a lot of people who are, my white brothers and sisters, they probably had picked up on that later on in their lives. And I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, let me know, because like I said, in the South back then, you saying you was a witch and all that, you were to be ostracized. You were not to be accepted. Everybody was afraid of you. The people didn't want anything to do with you. You had to hide behind the Bible. You had to tell the people that, you're a prophetess or you're a woman of God, something like that, that had to be biblical related for people to accept you. And especially in the South, when you were dealing with white people as well, like, white people wasn't letting, black people just be out there like that, like they could just do anything like that, which goes back to the fact, with Marie Laveau, she comes from a bloodline of Haitian, voodoo, she was Creole and everything, but she could not practice her true practice just on her own. She had to get an okay with the Catholic Church and everything with her practice and how she did things. And it goes on, like I said before, with the people in Congo Square in New Orleans today. Um, the reason why the people from Congo Square in New Orleans are, really allowed to practice and do their thing, is because the Catholic Church and everything, or the, white people that ran the churches and stuff like that, told them that if they wanted to be able to do that, they had to, work with the Bible. They had to be a part of the church system and everything. And it goes, it's like that when you go to different African countries and everything like that. A lot of Africans, when the missionaries, and it's not just white missionaries these days, it's black missionaries as well, because they're also tied into the Bible. They tell, African people that you cannot eat or anything like that unless you denounce your spirits or your orishas or your loas or everything like that. And that's the only way that the missionaries will help. They have to, get rid of their African mask. They have to get rid of their trinkets, their mojos, their things that protect them. They have to get rid of that if they wanted these missionaries to come in to feed their families and protect them. And, I can honestly say this, if you're a young mother and you have children, I would say this: I would not fault any African woman that chose to renounce her faith or her practice dealing with the orishas and things like that. I would not fault her, for accepting Christianity from the missionaries in order to feed her children. I would not. And so I want you guys to just kind of think about things like that. And like, I know a lot of people, some people might say that I'm racist and all that when I talk about things like that, but I'm not racist at all. I just want to put the true message out there, which everyone knows what the true message is. I didn't create history. Okay. I am talking about history so that we do not create a lot of the same mistakes as far as a spiritual community, as far as a spiritualist community, because there's just so much different things going on out there that that doesn't benefit any culture, and so with that we need to make sure that we are doing the right thing. And let me just make sure I got, because I think you guys might be hearing the echo. Let me just make sure. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Hey Timothy, hey Denny. So you guys couldn't hear echo, you're good? Mm-mm-mm-mm. Awesome. So I would tell you all, okay, I have been, like I said, using my witchcraft to better my singing or pretty much learn how to sing, because I went through a period there where, I just sounded horrible. And, at my point, I don't feel like it just sound horrible. I feel like I'm getting a whole lot better. So that's why I'm putting a lot of energy into my singing and things like that. Hey, Timothy. Timothy, I love you, Timothy. You are so supportive. I really appreciate you. I'm so glad that we met. Like I said, spirit brings people together for a reason, you know? And so yeah, during the time, I've been channeling, I was channeling another a spirit, which was a younger guy, and he made his own songs. And so I was making my own songs and stuff. And I have that on my other channels, spirit songs. And so I hadn't been doing any singing really because I've been so busy working and, just trying to take care of things. Johnny's, he's been home and everything. So I've been trying to take care of him and everything like that. And so, last night, and I'm here home alone this weekend. So last night, I was just getting this thing from Donna Summer. Donna Summer. It's like even, Donna Summers, but her name is Donna Summer, and that was everything. But back in the day, people were like Donna Summers, Donna Summers. And so I was like, okay, okay, okay. And then I was just like, all of a sudden I was just like being flooded, by her songs, by her song and everything. It was just such a beautiful thing, and I made a video about one of her songs, the last chance. Oh, it's the last chance, my last chance for love. Oh, yes, it's my last dance for romance tonight. Oh, I need you by me, beside me, to guide me, to hold me, to scold me. 'Cause when I'm bad, I'm so bad. So last chance. Okay, that's good enough. But she was just coming through me and she was feeling all these songs through me. And that one song about the radio, oh, 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 on the radio. And I was getting all of this. And then she started showing me how her life was. And she was showing me, like, when she was a little girl, like, most people didn't see her like as a cute little girl and everything, and people judged her on her looks. And then she showed me, like, she just like uh turned into the swan, this beautiful, she just blossomed, you know and and this is deja vu, Timothy. I'm looking in the chat here, and this is deja vu, Timothy, me reading what you're saying here. And she was showing me, like, all of a sudden, all of these people were just showing her so much attention and love and everything. And she really didn't get that, from her family and stuff like that. And she was showing me that she embraced all of the attention and everything. And she did so much for people when she was in her limelight. She was showing me, she bought people drinks. She had people come over to her home, they could sleep there. She was paying for people's meals, their dinners and stuff like that. She was doing all kind of stuff. She was like having parties, and she was showing me that she lived that type of lifestyle where she partied and everything, you know what I mean? So, the drinking and all of that other stuff, what comes with the partying, she wasn't keeping that away from me, but she was showing me that she was getting so much love, and she just she felt like a goddess, like, and then she was showing me like after a while things had started to change for her, and she was like having problems in her relationships, and her friends wasn't, you know, being cool with her like they used to be. And she showed me like she was taking it all to heart, like it was breaking her heart how people were treating her, that she had treated them so good and everything. And she was showing me like, she, started to gain weight. She wasn't like the way that she used to be, and people were saying stuff about her, and it was always getting back to her and stuff like that. And she told me that she just didn't want to be out in reality. She didn't want to be out on the scene anymore. She wanted to hide herself away from everybody because how everybody was treating her and everything. And she said and she told me that during the time she was in her home, and she was watching what was going on, and she was receiving money still. She was, receiving, I guess, her royalty checks, or her the money for her music and stuff. She told me that she was still receiving money from her checks and stuff, but she was still having problems. A lot of her family didn't want to talk to her and stuff like that because they felt like, she didn't give them no money. They didn't want nothing to do with her. And it was just so wrong. And that broke her heart even more, because before she had became famous, she was like really, really close to her family, And so that's why, it broke her heart. And I'll just wrap this up real quick. She was just showing me that that's one of the reasons why she decided to, go ahead and just be done with it all too, and give up the ghost, so they say, and go on, and and pass on and everything. It was just a lot of it had to do with her having a broken heart, and people, switching up on her and not treating her right. It caused a lot of her sickness, you know, basically is what happened, But other than that, she was showing me, that she had a beautiful life. She had a wonderful life, and she has so many beautiful things and everything like that. And she showed me, just as quick as it may come, just as quick as it may go, you know. And so, with that being said, that was the message that I got from Donna Summer. And, I hope she does come back to me and give me some more wisdom and things like that. Just a beautiful spirit, really, just innocent, beautiful spirit. I could see, a lot of people took advantage of her and everything like that, but that's not my story. That's not my story, but that's her story. And if anything, I hope you guys can, benefit something out of that. Don't let people take advantage of you. Put your foot down. Put your foot down. Don't let people take advantage of you. And Danny says, be right back, Kathy. Timothy says this was one of her biggest hits. It was in the movie. She's saying, yes, yes. Timothy said, have you had any with Tammy Terrell? No, I have not. No, I have not. But I definitely will see if I can do that. Oh, a lot of times, that Timothy, I will tell you, a lot of times, if I'm actually seeking out a spirit, a lot of times, I don't get anything, but they usually come to me. They usually come to me. So, with Donna Summer, I felt like she came to me. She wanted me to see, you know, how it would really be, I guess, in the music industry. And you know what? I'm not trying to like be in the music industry or anything like that, but I'm just like trying to learn how to sing right, better myself singing, and things like that, because it's something that I love. I love it, and I embrace it. So, I feel like it's, she was just giving me some tools, jewels, or whatever, things like that, to prepare me how to deal with people, and Timothy said Donna was a good person. You know what, Timothy? I agree with you. That is what I picked up on her spirit, is that she was a good person. She was a good person. Because she was good to me. I did not feel like any type of, negative energy. Like she was like trying to come off like as a bad bitch or anything. I got a sweet and loving energy. Like she really just wanted to tell me, like, this is how it is and this is what happened to me. And I just wanted you to know that, And I'm pretty sure it's because I connected to her music. I connected to her energy. And I know I have a couple of readings waiting on me tonight, but uh I was in here and I was listening to one of Spirit Tree's songs. But she's been putting out some good music, but I like this one song here. Uh it's called Hit 'em Where You Work It. And it goes, who do that ass? Don't give him no pass. You know he deserve it. Hit him where you working. Got your spirit in a jar. Ain't gonna let you go nowhere. Got your hair in underwear. Ooh, who do that ass? Don't give him no pass. You know he deserve it. Hit him where he working. Ain't gonna let you go nowhere. Got your hair in underwear. You gonna stay right where you are. Oh, got your spirit in a jar. Ow, ow. Who do that ass? Don't give him no pass. You know he deserve it. Hit him where he working. Who do that ass? Oh, yes. Thank you, Timothy. Timothy, sometimes we gotta hoodoo that ass and hit him where he work it. Yes. Yes, yes. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, you guys. So I think I pretty much covered everything that I wanted to talk about tonight. And let me just make sure here. Yes. Yes, I have. And I know I got a couple of clients that's waiting on me, and it's a little bit after 12 a.m. my time. So I got to get on the ball and do what I need to do. And I hope that this live stream was helpful for you all that are in my chat. Yes. For real though. Well, you know what? If I forget anything, then I will definitely bring it up in the next live stream, okay? So with that being said, I am out. Blessed be Ache, whatever it shall be on this day. Hit them where you work it. Cool beans, Timothy.